think I know why it's not gone down. Then arrow in game, and then arrow 3 minutes. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Untitled, untitled. Okay. That one looks good. Alrighty. So, music is playing fine. Our bot is working. Oh, wrong button. This thing. I need to. Okay, I just now accidentally start our bot twice. Not good. Right, so I need to pin you from here so that I'm not gonna get confused. Okay, so let's just disconnect it there. Okay, and then we just do hi. Let's see if it's gonna work. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? Let's just see. Okay, that was the correct one. So it didn't work. Let's try another one. It didn't work either. So I think what I should do, I'm just gonna restart my bot because I just accidentally started twice. Maybe that messed it up. Okay, so let's just disconnect my bot and let's just reconnect it again. Hopefully that will help us. Come on. Alright, so it's starting up. Okay, so we have restarted our... Okay. Right. Let's see now. And
hey folks, how we doing?
There you go. It's working now. Very good. Alrighty. Now we need to turn our screen towards you guys so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Right. Okay. So what I have been doing now, just sorting out the pictures quickly, so that we can talk about stuff, and I can show you pictures while I'm doing that. So very blurry. My hard drive is dying. It's very slow. So I just placed an order for a new hard drive. Hopefully it's gonna arrive tomorrow. So we'll be busy upgrading things tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna go that one. I'm gonna delete. deleted. Throne Zero, hi. Good morning. Just sorting out quickly pictures. We're gonna be talking about the China trip today. So I'm just quickly screen through what I'm gonna guys talk about. Just deleting all unnecessary pictures because I got lots of them. With the tongue out. Right. Okay, so let me just quickly go through. Yeah, that's all good. Let me just quickly set it up here. Where is our China trip pictures? Here we are, and then this is China, this is China. Right, okay, so where are we right now? Just quickly checking that I have all of them fine. Right, looks good. Okay, and then bam. Right. So these ones are not belong part of China, so I'm just gonna quickly taking them out from this folder. So we're gonna talk only about China trip. Alrighty. Again. So China. Wait a minute. What happened? Ah, okay. Gotcha. This is not China. China starts from here. So these ones also we can take it out and put it back out here. Going back. Now all this is left. It's left China and only China. Okay. Bam bam. These ones also can be taken out. Oop, wrong one. Wrong folder. Good folder. Alright. And then a few more pictures that I just wanna taken out so that you guys can see less duplicates and more story. Nearly done. Nearly done. Alright. Okay. That one is out. Alright. Alright, okay. So I think we are ready to talk about China. Righty. So, in case you guys have missed it, you probably didn't, but I went to China for a week to meet my relatives, and yeah, so this stream is gonna be about talking about my trip to China. Right, so the first thing when we went to China, obviously we went to the airport from where I did stream and you guys seen me streaming. That was when? Was it on Sunday? I think, yeah, it was on Sunday. So I was streaming there. It was great time, but then after I left the restaurant, I lost internet connection and my entire stream disconnected, and I couldn't reconnect it back again. I don't know what happened. My app did crash, but then I just restarted and it still didn't work. So I don't know what really happened, but it just stopped working completely. Yeah, so that's the pictures from the restaurant. This is us on the way to the plane. This is my wife and my little daughter. And we always use this kind of luggage where you can just pull the child on top of it. So it's more convenient for the child, because the children always get tired too quickly when you go on the trips. Saves us an energy to really carry them on the hands. So I think my older daughter, which you see here, it's now outgrowing this luggage, so we're probably gonna get for her a the scooter luggage, so that she can just roam around herself. And this luggage we're gonna give to a younger one. So yeah, if you have children and you want to have a less tiresome trip, this is the solution. Alright. Okay, so obviously children have lots of fun with that luggage, because they can do all sorts of stuff. And I think I have a short video I can show you what she's up to when she's on the luggage. Let me just check quickly if I can find it. No, it's not here, so maybe it's right here. Yeah, it is here. That's right, it's just a quick one. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna turn off the sound and just bring things to the screen. And there you go. This is the same pretty much place. Is what the children do on the luggage when they have bored and they have nothing else to do. Yeah. So that was our little daughter. Okay, so this is where we arrived to Shanghai, our stopover place before we go on to another town. Okay, so this is where we just on the changing terminals. We're going from one terminal to the other, because our trip, our connecting flight was like 7-8 hours. Yeah, 7-8 hours difference. So when we arrived like 11 o'clock, 10-11 o'clock in the morning into Shanghai, and our flight was like 7 p.m. in evening, so it's quite late. So yeah, this is the Shanghai airport. What you see there in far distance, this is actual terminal. This is terminal 1. Yeah, it is terminal 1, because we landed on terminal 2, which is on the opposite side. But they are pretty much the same. So yeah, this is we in terminal 1, getting ready for the connecting flight in domestic trip. And again, right, and this is waiting by the gates for our another flight. And there was a very beautiful sunset, and you guys probably seen my Instagram pictures, because I did post it on Instagram. This exact picture, maybe not this exact, but the same thing, so you saw it. I think this one I did post it. And while I was just waiting in the airport, I was walking around, just check what the shops have to offer, and these are the options for the snacks in the airport. So you do see some familiar stuff like Pockies. Never been fan of them, but lots of different variations. But also of other stuff that never seen, never heard, like I don't know, some sort of like a beans, some other stuff like, I'm not sure, it's chilies or something. But they seem to be in Asia. They really like have savories as a snack. So like we have lots of sugary stuff. They do have lots of meaty, sour, salty stuff and less sweet. So probably from all of these, maybe just one of them is actual sweet, and the rest of them is either sour, salty, or spicy, or whatever other things. So yeah, so they don't consume too much sweets. That's probably why they are so slim every time. Okay, so there's some more. As you can see, lots of different variations of crisps. Some flavors are really funny. So they have this one is like a Chinese version of Lay's. They got cucumber flavor. So this one is original. That one is a beef flavor, steak flavor. Sorry. Again, steak. Not too much sour cream because they don't like this. Tapioca chips, like something you don't hear too often. Prawn flavor. What else? Yeah, lots of different flavors. Lots of it. Okay, what else here? What is in here? So some biscuits, tea. What else? Okay, again, cookies with the green tea. So this one is a cookie with seaweed, covered on one side. So if you went to a Chinese restaurant and you tried seaweed, crispy seaweed, so this is something basically a biscuit with that. And this biscuit is not sweet; it's like a salty one. So again, some nut flavor, biscuits, and yeah, lots of different other stuff. Here's the drinks options. Again, same like with the with snacks. The drinks are very different. They seem to be favoring a lot of teas, so they have very big variation of teas. They do have a variation of coffees as well. So like I did try this coffee, which is okay. It's like those ice coffees. Yeah, so that's what we get. You get milk. This is the milk in a can. Juice, lots of different type of juice, and so on. All right, that is, guys, is Red Bull in Chinatown. So if you ever wanted to have a Red Bull in Chinatown, that kind of can is the original can, and it's a very small, actually. It's only 250 milliliters, so it's not tall like 0.3. Like you normally originally get Cokes and everything. They're much shorter, and also, as you can see, it's golden, not red, blue, grayish colors. And as you can see, it's a Red Bull Vitamin functional drink. Okay, that's how they sell in China. And the Red Bulls is all next to the vitamins. As you can see, Centrum, Red Bull, some another energy drinks like I think this is the tea extract, the green tea extract drinks, and so on. So they're not too much, not too far from that. Price wise, if you see, this has got 8.5 yen, so that's probably about 8 quid. No, hold on a second. No, not 8 quid. 10 yen is 1 pound. So that's 85p, which is a good price. Was it 85p? 10 yen? One sec. GBP to RMB. So so 1 pound is 8.84. Okay, so this is 1 pound basically. 8.85. So there you go. There you have it. So 1 pound per can. Pretty much the same price as here in UK. That is the Instagram picture that I sent. So if you guys missed it, that's the one that I did post. Okay. This is already back to relative's house. So we arrived to that small town. It's called Ichang. And children got reunited because our younger one was staying in China while the older one was with us. And obviously after dinner they sit down to watch some what do you call that, Pikachu stuff. So yeah, I took that opportunity to take the picture and post it on Instagram. This is the picture that I posted on Instagram. Okay, so next day in the morning we went out. So this is in one of the parks just right next to the house. There were a few of those ancient engraved stones in the park, so I just took a picture. It looks kind of cool. It's got that stains on it, like very old looking, and also this nice nice engravings on it. It's got lots of text as well. Very beautifully done. And there's quite a few of those, as you can see. The park is very beautiful. Very well meticulously trimmed trees and hedges and so on. So it's very beautiful. Then, yeah, so there's some more pictures. As you can see, the fence is like a wavy thing, very Asian stuff. Looks very beautiful. Very beautiful. Yeah, some more stones. Some more stones on here. Again, I'm just gonna close up so you can guys see the look. It's quite nice. It's be very difficult to engrave sort of like a handwriting like this. Right, so obviously we are in a small town, so that one has places that are still not fully developed. So I just took a picture so you can guys see there's a new side and the old side of China. So this is the sort of like an old style block of flats, and they preparing some of them, they're actually preparing to be knocked down. So they're constantly knocking down those old houses and build new ones, new infrastructure, new standards, high-rise buildings. So as you can see, this one is preparing to be knocked down. This is just literally across the road, and they just build temporarily fence from blocks. I don't know, maybe to prevent from squatters or something. And they're preparing to knock it down. The whole block. Right. Some other alleyways, and I was surprised with the way they use the cabling as a dryer bit. And you can see sort of really crazy stuff hanging around literally on the street. So you can just come and pick it up and, you know, just wear it if you want. It's fun. Yeah. Oh, not that I'm gonna wear it, but I'm just saying. Just saying. Alright. So this is the same thing, it's just from different angle. Yeah, some more crazy cabling. So this is like this is the high power electricity, and then they hanging their clothes on it. So it's just health and safety is really in the olden those buildings really not existent. Some more pictures of clothes from those block of flats, the old style block of flats. Seems to be like very cagey. It looks like a bird cage, at least for me. Yep, so there's another one. Look, very old style looking, but it has that very interesting interesting feel when you walk through one street and you see like a new builds and very beautiful, and then you just turn left, you know, somewhere in an alleyway, and then you just end up in this kind of environment, you know. So it's, and then you just pass that through, and then you're back into the again very nice and clean, and an interesting places, you know. So it's interesting. Again, bit of a cable management stuff in olden buildings. So this is me carrying my little daughter, my older daughter, as she's been too tired to walk, and we don't carry the luggage, you know, through the streets. So there we go. The things that she holds in the hands is called red packet, and in China they have this tradition that in because we've been this is the Chinese Spring Festival, or what they call Chinese New Year time. So everybody celebrate New Year in China around this time, and all the children get the red packets, and inside the red packets you always get money. So that's she just got from one of the, I think my wife's friends or relatives, and then she was just so excited, so she wanted to carry the envelope in hand throughout the entire city. So again, this is the playground area. So we came to let children to play in a bouncy castle, and to my surprise, there's a lot of elderly and middle-aged people, and pretty much any ages, all the way from like 5 years old to 90 years old, coming to these parks and really using it to the fullest. So like all the trainers, you know, swings, whatever is there, it's been used constantly. They rent these kind of funky bicycles in there, and they have those city bikes as well, which is pretty much anywhere, because they can park them anywhere. So you can basically you can pick them up from anywhere and drop them off anywhere. You don't have to go to the stations like, you know, in our Western world we have sort of like a stations where you pick up from the station and you drop off at the station. In there you can just pick it up from the street if you see the available bike, and then just drop whenever you feel convenient for you, whether it's next to your home or is in the middle of the shop, next to the shop or whatever, you know. Because all the things that they use the phone app to unlock and lock them back again. So they all has GPS tracking, so that's how they work. It's kind of cool, but at the same time it has a bit of some problems with it, because what you then see it is people just start dropping them anywhere they want, and very messy, and then it's just nightmare. It's nightmare for you know, when you have thousands and thousands of those bicycles. So this is me pretending to wait for the for children on the bouncy castle. They take always forever, you know. Once you let them in, they just never want to come out. And the fun part is that is you pay one entry fee, and then the children can stay there as long as they want. So it's not like they can stay there for 10 minutes and then you have to come out, something. But no, they just go in there and then just bounce till they drop dead, And yeah, so I think they were in there like for 20-30 minutes inside already, and I was like, come on guys, how long you still have energy to jump on that bouncy castle? Yeah, so that was the us. So this is the this park is really next to that's with the bouncing castle. It's really next to the river, the Yangtze River, which goes through the entire China. And by the river, people have this hobby to play with kites. So you see a lot of kites in there. I mean, this is their like favorite pastime, to go and play with a kite in there. So you can see the people as old as like 80 or 90 years old coming down there and then run the kites, and same as 5-10 years old, and all ages in between. Yeah, and you can actually see at the bottom of this picture there's a lot of bicycles actually parked in there. As I said, the people can just pick it up and drop anywhere. This is me getting some drinks in the park, so for children, because obviously they get thirsty after bouncing for so long. And on the left, this is the standard size bottle, and it's something like it's like an iced tea thing that they really like. I mean, you can buy this one in UK as well, in a cans, not in a bottle like this, but in a cans. And this is the same brand. It's like these 3 characters. Really, I don't know how to read Chinese, so don't ask me what it means. I have no idea. Yeah, so that, and then the funky size water bottle, which is very small. It's 3.48 milliliters. So it's very good for children to drink that. So there we go. Finished the bouncy castle, and we are on the way back home through this nice park. So this is the next to the river, the path this has been made. Okay, so we just carry on, walk around, children playing, holding hands, blah blah blah. Okay, some more. This has been taking some pictures because I wanted to put on Instagram, so I was kind of playing around. Okay, so in this path we came through to some sort of like a temple. Really, I'm not sure, temple or shrine. I think I would say shrine rather than temple, because it's quite small. So we just had to walk around it. I thought it's kind of cool looking, so I took a picture of it. Okay, so this is while walking on the side of that shrine. As you can see, there's a river on the left. Okay, and then on the other side we come out, there's a bamboo jungles. And as you can see on the left, there's those rent a bike bicycles just dropped by the trees. Literally just put anywhere you want. And I think I just turned around and took a picture again for the shrine from the other side. Again, of this beautiful architecture. It looks so amazing. And funny thing that everything in here, all these curves and those engraves and everything, is made of wood. And entire this building has been built without a single steel or iron nail. There is none. So all the nails, all the connections is made with the wooden pegs. This is the ancient way of building in architecture. So everything has been built with wooden pegs. So if they need to put things together, there's no glue, there's no nails, there's no screws, nothing. Just literally wood with wood pegs, and everything holds up thousands of years. Funny thing. So we found some decorations where children want to take a picture, which we did. Again, I squeezed in myself in the picture. Okay, then on the way back we passed through the cake shop as my younger daughter's birthday is literally just a day after the Valentine's Day, and it was approaching. I think it was like 2-3 days left to the her birthday, so we went there to look for the cakes. And so I just saw that I'll take some pictures of the other cakes that they have in there, which looks really awesome. Okay, so this is another one and another one, but the really cool one for me was this one. So this like it's not obviously it's not real rose, but it looks so amazing where they use these fake rose petals to attach around it, and then the fake big rose on top of it. It looks so amazing. Few of the pastries that I found there, which is kind of cool. This one we actually end up buying it, the long one. It's a foot long sort of like pastry, which is very nice, very soft and very creamy and sweet. Obviously not spicy or salty or whatever. I did say that they eat mostly the salty, spicy, meaty stuff, but they do have some sweet stuff. Yeah, so this one's quite kind of nice, so we did end up buying that one. These ones are what are they called? Pastries? These are the salty and meaty stuff. So this on the left, that looks like a very hairy stuff. It's actually, I think it's a beef flavor, something. I can't remember, but it's a very salty, beefy stuff. Looks gross, but it tastes quite okay. And on the right is just baked again, some stuff. We didn't take those things, so I can't really say what exactly is. So these are a creative way of making pastries more filling. So yeah, you kind of can associate with these things. Got eggs, 2 eggs and 1 sausage. Yeah, kind of funny. There's some more cakes on the shelf, so I thought I'd kind of take a picture of that. Some packed cakes or dry cakes, whatever it is, layered cakes. This one we end up buying it. It kind of like really weird fungi looking dessert. It looks like it's like a mushroom cap, and it looks a bit gross, to be honest. But inside they have very nice cream. So what can I associate with? I would probably associate with, you know, those the eclair balls where you have the sort of like an eclair, not the long one thing, but the round thing, and then you got the chocolate drip over it, and then inside you have like a white cream. So this is similar to that, very similar, but the cream inside is not white, it's a red bean flavor. So it's very unique, less sweet as well. Okay, so this is my Instagram picture. Again, Instagram picture. Again, create some Instagram pictures. So yeah, that was again Instagram picture. You can guys see there's all those Instagram pictures in there. Okay, so here it is. Here is the funny part. So this is the next day. That was, I think it's the second day. Yeah, I think it's the second day. I think it was raining, and children felt jet lag, and we all pretty much felt jet lag that time. We decided to kind of stay in homes and don't go anywhere. So I decided just to get myself downloaded the what was that, Snapchat app, and started kind of playing with it, because I've never had a Snapchat before, so I kind of thought I'm just gonna see what it's all about. So you're gonna see now the next few pictures of me playing with this Snapchat app and taking some selfies of those special special pictures. So there you go. That's the foxy looking me. Yeah, with from the Snapchat. Again, Snapchat. It's funny because it makes my eyes so glossy. This overlay. Again, it's so fucking weird though. Oh gosh, I can't believe it. But it's funny. Yeah, it's all for the fun. It's all for the fun. There you go. A panda looking. Panda looking. This one ended up go to the Instagram picture. So kind of interesting. Again, I was back home alone because my wife went to have a haircut. That time, I think something to do with the hair. So I ended up alone myself. So obviously, when you're playing alone with the app and it requires you to have a mirror with somebody else, when there's nobody else, you're alone, that's what you do. You start kissing yourself. That was the Valentine's Day, yeah. That was on the Valentine's Day, exactly. Again, some other pictures. Some more. A doggy style. I thought that the tongue is a bit too long, so I put it back inside. Alright, another one. This one looked kind of cool, like really old man guy type of thing. Kind of cool. It's interesting, like they really expand your eyes at the same time. Kind of cool. Very gayish, I know, but it's just for the fun. Again, another fun. And obviously, how can you finish without this? And I think by this time, when I get to here, my two daughters realize that I'm playing with the phone and making some funny faces, so they came and check it out what I'm doing in it. And they say that, oh, I wanted to. So there you go. Now you're gonna see a few of pictures of my little daughters pretending to be there as well in the picture, in a frame. So there you go. How can they not be? How can they not be, huh? When they see, this is the killer app for the girls. It's a killer app for the girls. They just love it. Look at how cute they are. This app is purely made for girls. Even this one looks so funny on her. Yeah, that has some Ring movie effect on her. There you go. Family of nerds. Some more family of nerds. And now we have a Happy Valentine's picture. There we go. Selfie with the whole family. And obviously, they want to try all of them. You can't let it go without them. This one kind of distorted the picture frame on the wall. Monkey. They had this new overall. There's a face swap. Can't remember now what's it called. Where they swap with monkey face. So yeah, there you go. That's you get the monkey faces. Again, they just pick this here. I want to do this again. I want to do that again. So obviously, if one do, the other one has to repeat things. Oops, sorry. The phone start ringing. Just put it on volume down. And how can I not be as selfie with daddy with doggy style? Right, so then this is the I think the 4th day we went out. And yeah, so just took the picture of the busy intersection. There's some fruit shop. And again some street shops across the road. Very tightly packed. So lots of different shops in there. Obviously, I can't read any of those names because there's the local shops, and if they have some English names, they really make it sound really funny. Spider King, Line Soul, like what? Because they're mostly doing these direct translations from Chinese to English, and they probably in China they're meaning something, and direct translation it means nothing in English. It means gibberish basically. So yeah, so this one is the called CBD store, the street, which is I think this is where they sell the street food on the and also different shops in here. So you can see something like iced tea, some snacks, fruits, all sorts of things you're gonna see in the next couple of pictures. Okay, so this is another angle, the same street. Again, as you can see, lots of sort of like kiosks that sell the sort of a food and meat and vegetables and spicy stuff and sweet stuff and drinks and so on. So here's I'm getting myself a Chinese bubble tea. They also have some fruits in there and other stuff. I'm getting bubble tea in there. And here, this is just the next door. They had the sort of like a. This is funny thing, because what you see here, it looks like it's got sugar in it, right? Sugar coated stuff, right? But the inside bit, this one is actually fruits, and they're very, very sour fruits. And these ones are actual sweets, but inside they're very sour. But they are coated with the sugar powder. So you have this like a sweet and sour flavor at the same time when you're taking. So it's a very, very sour. It's like a lemon with a sugar, you know, that kind of thing, that kind of sour thing. And those things again, they are, I don't know, I never try them. They look a bit gross for me. They like, you know, those washing powders, like, you know, the packaging. It's very similar to washing powders. So for me, it looks gross, because every time I see them, I just think about, oh, this is washing powder thing. But it's actually their sweets. So they got these plastic little containers, and then you just literally bite one corner and then suck it out, the entire bit thing from there. It's like a jelly stuff inside. Okay, so here they're selling some fried chicken and other stuff. And in here, as you can see here, this is like a springy stuff, right over here. This long bit is actually a potato, potato crisps. So it's what they do is they take potato, put it on the so like a spike, and use sort of like, I don't know how to say, um, a knife, special knife that actually cuts the potato sort of like a 50% depth, or across like that inside, and make it springy. So basically like a spiral thing. And then what it does, it just puts it on the skewer, and then entire this potato then puts in the oil, and it fries it up like that. And then when it's fried up, the potato become crispy and become hardened. So then what you see here is that's how it looks like. That's how they're selling it. And you can actually see some more laying down here. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Looking really cool. But tastes exactly like normal crisps. They can put some spices on it if you want a bit spicier. Okay, so this is a steam buns counter. So they have lots of steam buns. Okay, next one. All right, so that's the traditional dessert. That's the same fruit that it was sugar coated. Was probably right here. Or you can actually see in the picture on the corner there, sugar coated in there. And this one was on the skewer, and also glazed. So basically like a sugar glazing on top of it, which is kind of right. Okay. I don't know. I didn't like it too much because it's inside the sour thing, and then you got the glazer, or how they call it correctly in English. That glaze with this basically a melted sugar over it and sweet. So I did eat a couple, but I couldn't finish it more, so I just passed on to my wife. She finished the rest of it. And that is my bubble tea. That's the one I bought it. Yep, some Instagram pictures. There you go. Different poses, as always. And to be frank, I was, her town that we are in here now. It's in China is considered very small because they have population of just below the 2 million. And for them, like in Chinese country, 2 million in a town, it's more like a village thing, I mean, it's crazy because my home country, which is Lithuania, it's actually entire country population is like 2.7, 2.8 million. And I'm from capital, and we only have like a 500,000. So it's mind-boggling, like the sizes of Chinese population. And so I'm in her hometown, and I probably can count that in entire her hometown there's probably maybe 3-4 Westerners, like in entire town, like across the 2 million people. So I always get sort of like those weird looks from on the street whenever I go, because they're not used to see Westerners or white people on the street in there. So every time I go around anywhere, I'm kind of like sticking out like a sore thumb in everywhere. And besides, I'm tall. I'm 6'2", and for them, I'm just like a full head taller than everybody else. So Chinese people are short. Yeah. There you go, some sticking tongue picture. Not on purpose though, but it's just been caught up. That's the inside bit of that fruit. I don't really know the name of this fruit. This fruit is honestly, I have no idea what's the name of this fruit. Okay, so there's a fruit stall, and they really put a lot of effort in making these pineapples so beautiful. Like, it's crazy. Like, I really like it, the way they're making this. It looks so beautiful. And the reason why they do this is not really to make it look beautiful, but actually to take out those, you know, those spiky things in the pineapple, so you don't get you don't get your tongue cut. So yeah, and at the same time it just looks so beautiful. Alright, so there's more up close picture of that. This one is, was it frozen yogurt? It was something to do with was it frozen yogurt or was something else? Oh, I can't remember now exactly, but it was weird. It was very weird the way they're making this thing. I've never seen it, this kind of thing, but I didn't want to try it. Too many stuff, so I didn't go for that. So he's packing something in here and then putting on top of here, then he steams it, and then after that it just takes out and put on the, I think this tray. I can't remember now. I can't remember what exactly was there. Alright, so I was passing by. There were a fire truck and the rubbish collection truck, and boy, they look small. Like, I mean, like a toy car. Like, seriously, I mean, this car is as big as a van. Like, you know, like just a normal van, like the take for transit or whatever. But it looks so different. Like, I mean, they made it look like it's big, but actually it is a very small. So it's weird. You don't normally see this kind of thing in Europe. This is the I think is a hot I think is the tea counter. So it's got this amazing amazing pot on his tricycle, and you can just get a tea from him. So I thought I'm gonna just take a picture of this beautiful bronze dragon engraved teapot. Isn't that cool? Amazing stuff, isn't it? Right. And I can see, you can actually see in the background there's the bicycles everywhere as well. So that's what I meant. They're just everywhere. Okay, this is a bit blurry picture, but this is like a fry counter. So basically you can just select whatever ingredients you want and it's gonna make it for you. And it's gonna fry it over to you. So you can choose different spices, different meats, and different vegetables, ingredients. You can add egg for you, lettuce, whatever, and they just fry it up to you. So basically, you get like those fried pot, you know, stuff you can just go and eat. Okay, this is the more clear picture. So you got sausages, right? 3 different type of sausages. Then you have this one, I think the bacon. This one is the beef with some vegetables. This one is pork with some vegetables. That's sweet corn. This one is tofu. You probably guys know what is tofu. So this is tofu stuff. Obviously the spring onions, some chilies, some this is chili oil. This is oil, this is something else. I can't remember, I don't know exactly what it is. That's salad, I guess, and so on. Yeah, so that's what it is. And it only costs you like 6 RMB, so 6 RMB for the pot, which is crazy cheap. Like, I mean, if you think about it, 6 RMB, yeah, per pot, right? That's 68 pence. It's crazy. And you get that like this pot. And I think if you want the super full or something, then it's probably gonna cost you 12 RMB. But again, it's just what, £1.20, you know, for the entire full pot. And this is basically can be your full lunch. This is some fried stuff. Honestly, I don't know what exactly it is. It's got some egg on it, it got some meat inside, and so on. Really don't know. Again, 6 RMB. Very cheap. Okay, this thing again, something else. What are we doing here? Was this a soup thing? I think they were doing soup in here. Not exactly sure. Again, this is the pricing for what you want. So it starts from 5 RMB and the most expensive is 12 RMB. So you can think about the 12 RMB is like £1, £1.20. This one is skewers, so you can just select whatever skewers you want, and then they just put it inside the boiled water and then boil it for you, and then you just literally just eat boiled stuff, just like that. So you got some prawns, you got beef, you got other seafoods, squids, lots of seafood, by the way. This one's meatballs. They got some fish balls as well. This one's no, this one's eggs. Maybe then this one's fish balls, because they love fish balls in there. Tofu stuff, some vegetables. These vegetables are very beautiful, very tasty. What's the name of this? I think it's a lotus roots, lotus flower root. That's what it is, and it's very, very tasty. I mean, I love these vegetables. I've been eating a lot. Okay, and we have a police car that looks like literally the size of the golf cart. Okay, so a golf cart police car. That's what it is. Okay, so guys, can you read the name of this club? That is crazy. They decided they didn't have enough space, so I guess they just putting everything in one word like they normally do with the characters. So they thought in English it would be the same thing. So the full name is Objectici da Main Biliaros Club. Whatever it is. It's just crazy. Crazy. Alright, okay, so this one is my wife's favorite. And I can I can really attest it. This is the worst thing you can ever have. Okay, this is the tofu counter, alright? And this is literally just tofu, but it's black, and is black for a reason. It's called smelly tofu. Literally, that's how they call it, smelly tofu. And boy, it stinks. It stinks so badly. It's spicy, and it's tofu, and it stinks like shit. And they love it. They love it. Like, my wife ended up buying this. For me, it just looks so disgusting, and it smells even worse. Really bad. This is my favorite stuff. I like squid, and this is what they do. They have squid on the skewers, which they fry it, or I don't know, grill it. I don't know what you do in here, but basically that's what they do. They fry the skewer, sorry, not skewer, fry the squid on the skewer, okay, and with the chili spices, and boy, so delicious. My mouth is start watering when I see this thing. So I did eat a lot of that. Yeah. This is the Instagram picture, if you guys followed me on Instagram. Alright, oh, I don't know how did it end up in here. Okay, so after good meal, we went to a spa club to have some nice massage. So this is what I ended up doing it. Just picking up the plants that we go for. These ones are very nice decals on in the waiting room, as you guys can see, in this massage spa club. So I found it kind of interesting. Alright, so I put some few pictures, try to make it for Instagram, but I didn't end up posting that. Okay, so we finished with the massage stuff. Obviously no naked pictures in there, but the massage was really nice, really good, really good. Okay, so this was, we went for after massage. No, I think no. Sorry, my mistake. We booked it, but it was I mean, we came to do a massage, but it was fully booked. So we reserved our slot, and we had to wait for 1 hour before we can go for the massage. So therefore, we end up going out to do some shopping. So we went to the to do some shopping. So this was it was a funny picture because for me it was funny, the name itself. It's a jewelry counter, and the name is King Tai Fok. So I thought I'm just gonna have to take a picture of you and share with you guys. Alright, tried this one, it didn't work because it was a bit too blurry, so I took it up close. Alright, okay, so we went to Walmart and to buy some stuff to bring it back to UK. And what do you know? The first thing that you greet in Walmart is the underwear counter, and look at how beautiful underwear they have on sale. How can you not take it and make a selfie with it? So sexy. Right, this is the Walmart meat counter. Lots of cooked meat. This is the pork area, so was the pork counter. This is the fried chicken counter. And the levels of the meat, I mean, the amounts of the food they have in there is just enormous, like ginormous. And you consider that this is the small village type of place. Just crazy amount of food. Obviously a crazy amount of people as well, because I mean, you thinking how many mouths you need to feed. Yeah, some selfies with it. And this is my favorite. So this one's so I did bring end up bringing them. I bought lots of them. This one is like mochi. If you guys never tried mochi, it's a Japanese biscuit, but in China they have similar to mochi. Is the minus that cornstarch powder. Is it cornstarch? I think it's a cornstarch. That makes your fingers less sticky. So this one is the same thing, and I love it. They got inside like the peanut. It's either mashed peanuts, more like a peanut butter thing, like that. It can have red beans. It can have sesame seeds. It can have other fillings inside, and it's made of rice. The skin itself is made of rice stuff. I don't know how to say it. Basically, it's cool. It's very spongy, very sticky, sort of like the ball very spongy and sticky. So yeah, you can eat them. There's two types. One you can eat cold, and the other ones you can eat hot. So these ones are cold, right? And obviously shopping, lots of them, and this is the biscuit counter, like buckets, quite literally, like buckets of biscuits, and they're not pretending to, but literally they just like full of these buckets of biscuits, like crazy amounts. Look at the size of instant pots they sell in supermarket. This is like a 1.2 kg. I don't know exactly, but like an instant pot. You just open and just add water in it, and this is like so big. Look, it's the size of my head, like massive. I mean, who would be able to finish that kind of pot in one go? I mean, probably this can feed 4 people easily. This pot can feed 4 people. That's how much it is, that food inside that one. I was like, what? So the previous picture, my wife crash bombed my picture. So I decided to take another one. And when I was taking these pictures, there was another one bombing my picture. So yeah, they're not used to see Westerners come shopping in their supermarkets, obviously. Yeah, so that was amazing. Look at the size of the Chinese pear. That's not an apple, that is a pear. And this pear is massive. Like, look, I can't even. How's that? I think I would compare this pear to the size of grapefruit. Yeah, that's exactly a grapefruit size pear. That's how it looks like. Look at the size of it. Massive. Right, so some Instagram pictures. That's how it looks like, the supermarket on the fruit and veggie counter, which I nickname it a fruit jungle, because it's quite literally is. It's so many exotic fruits in here and other stuff, but the amounts of it is just ginormous. Like you'll see in a minute a few more pictures. This was the sort of like a ready food counter, so you can just pick whatever you want and then just buy and eat straight away. Very tasty. Very tasty. Again, this is my favorite vegetables. Lots of different noodles. So this one's the glass noodles. That's what they call it, the glass noodles, because they are transparent. This is flat glass noodles. This one is tofu. This black noodles. So many different things that you guys never even seen it. Like this is a cucumber, obviously. This is you've seen. These ones are peanuts, fried peanuts in oil. That one I can't remember now exactly, but lots of stuff. These are peas and so on. So a lot of things that you get. I've never seen it or even tried it. Like I've never tried these black noodles. Never tried these peas. I've never tried that. What is this actually? Oh, this is mushrooms. I did try these ones. This was quite nice. These ones, what they call straw mushrooms. Right, so some fresh vegetables. They have all this steam coming over them to keep them fresh constantly. So they don't put it in the plastic bags, you know, like we do here. Everything. They really keep it fresh. like literally from the farm. So very cool looking. Right, this is dumpling. A dumpling fridge, so you can just literally just go and take the dumplings, like different variations. Think how many variations you got? 1, 2, 4, 4 different variations in here, and boy, the amounts of it. The amounts is just ginormous. The things that I'm holding here in my hand, it's actually sugar, and in China, the sugar, it's actually it's like a rock. So they don't they do have granulated sugar, of course, but the sugar they use is this one. It's called rock sugar. Honestly, I don't know if this is how it's been naturally been collected. I have no idea, but it's a bit different, and it tastes slightly different as well from the our natural sugar. I mean our sugar, the one that we have. But this one says that this is very natural, so it's not been bleached or in any way. It's just natural sugar. So as you can see, this is the packs of sugar. That's how they sell, like literally rocks. And then what you do at home, you just you just smash those rocks into the smaller pieces, and then you just dissolve in water. So that's how they use this sugar. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. The amounts in there. This is the blueberry fridge. Like, blueberry fridge. Look at the size of it. It's ginormous. And how much of it? It's amazing. It's literally amazing. Yeah, so just take the picture of the backside to show the picture of the actual blueberries. This is another thing. Look, seafood. Everything is out and bought by weight. And this fridge, again, is ginormous. And look at how much seafood they sell. Like, oh my god. So this is the Instagram picture. I call this Seafood Sea. Because it's literally, look at this squid. I love squid. But the amounts of it they consume is just ginormous. Yeah. This is the fresh fish counter. So you go and pick the fresh fish, and and then they can just catch it for you, and you bring the fish alive home in a bag with water, and then you can just kill it at home and then just eat it there. What thing really shocked me is this. They sell turtles for eating. I mean, these turtles doesn't look like those normal turtles. They're a bit different. But this is what they eat. And look at that one. That's the frog. They eat frogs, they eat turtles, like, I have never tried this. Never. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this disgusting thing. And they eating them. Oh. I mean, for me, just to look at it here, I would just lose appetite straight away. So this part was not that exciting. A bit disgusting. But nevertheless, it still was there. So I thought I'm gonna show it to you. And that is, guys, a rice. This is how you buy rice in China. So you come to the I don't know, container of rice, and use this scoop to scoop it up as much as you want in one bag, and then you just buy it. That's how it is. So it was, I call this rice dunes, because that's how it looks like. Lots of rice. Lots of rice. These containers are massive. So this is my father-in-law next to me, and I asked him just to move out of the picture because I want to take a selfie with this thing, and he misunderstood. He thought I'm asking him to take a selfie with me. So there you go. He's now photobombing my selfies. Yeah, so I had to take a few selfies with him, and after that he just left, and I just managed to take these selfies with it, with my expressions. Okay, so there you go. And we came to the sweet counter, and boy, this one I called Sugar Mountain. Sugar Mountain. That size is like the size of Everest. Like, I mean, even I wouldn't have difficult to reach the middle of it. Look at this girl. It's just pretty much she's laying on this mountain just to reach the top of it. That's how big it is. Like, massive. Massive. Like, probably the span from here to there is about 3 meters. Like this. And that way is probably about, I don't know, 6-7 meters long, and that's just a mountain of sweets. And obviously you have a lot more there. You got like these aisles, probably about 10 of those like that. Look at that thing. Like, I mean, just massive amounts of sweets. Massive. But they're very different sweets. Like, you know, in us, we have lots of chocolate, we have lots of milk chocolate, very sugary stuff, very, very sweet. And here, they used sweets. Maybe this one, it's actually a dried pork. Maybe that one is the boiled eggs. Maybe that one is, I don't know, maybe some ginger inside, like something for snacking. Like this. Like, I mean, guys, it's just completely different. Like, probably from among this, they have sweet stuff, but they're not as sweet as ours. Like, probably 50% less sweet in terms of sweetness. And then in terms of amount of sweets that they sell with high contents of sugar, it's not much. Not much. So there you go. So these ones is called oat choco. So obviously it's just a oat bar with probably some chocolate filling inside. That's pretty much it. And that one, it's, again, this is transparent back, so you can actually see this is nothing to do with the chocolate. It's something to do something that is natural product, has been not processed or whatever. It's something with the sugary, but it's not going to be as a lot of sweet. So yeah, that's the Instagram picture. Okay, these ones are those muffins counters. So there's lots of different muffins. They got like a durian flavor. They got all sorts of crazy flavor that you guys never tried it. Hardly gonna find any chocolate muffin in here. There's none. Okay, so this is the massage time. So that was my massage room. So I thought I'm gonna take some few pictures of it just before starting my massage. And after massage, my wife decided to buy some smelly tofu. It is outside and it is still smelly. Yes, very smelly. So this is the evening, and this is the same CBD street where everybody buy the food on the street, and I can see how busy it is. It's constant. It's like an avenue, it's like constantly busy. So me selfie, blurry, some of my food, dinner. There you go. That's my squid. That's my favorite squid going into my mouth. There we go. Oh boy. Yes, so this is squid again on this side, and on here this one is beef. So beef on skewer. Very delicious. So it's more like a kebab thing, but again, very delicious. So it's just prepping for me my another round of beef, and obviously the squid. There we go. Comes to me. Come to Papa. Yeah, and then we bought something else as well. Can't remember now exactly. Oh, these ones. My wife wanted to buy some of the what are they called? These ones they sell everywhere here in London as well. Is those nuts? It's not cashew nuts. It's the those things that they fry by the touristy areas. You know, those Turkish people. So basically the same thing in here. Gosh, I can't remember now. Anyways, so there we go, and we are on our way back home. We're just passing by the hospital, and this hospital name, or well, not name, this is how they call the hospital, and this direct translation below in English is called inpatient. Yes, so that's how they direct translated the hospital word from Chinese to English, which is lots of like that kind of stuff in China. On the way back home, it's a bit dark, so a bit blurry, and that's my Instagram pictures. Pam 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 pam. What the hecky? Yeah, so I just created a trio picture, sort of like a series of like a small story. Right. Ooh, what's these? There we go. And this is the this is this following day after Valentine's Day. So it's my little daughter celebrating a happy new year, and she got lots of friends come around. So there we go. That's where the pictures are coming from. And the party obviously finished, and then we continue to one of the relatives to have I think it was to have a Chinese New Year dinner or something. So this was the entrance to the apartments building. Kind of cool, so I thought I'm gonna take a picture. And that is the dinner table, prepared with a lot of variations of food. Lots of variations of food. Yeah. My favorite. Where's my favorite? Okay. Zenzu Yenzi. This one's is basically a meatballs covered with rice, sticky rice, which is very nice. This one is so delicious. This one is pork, and it's been cooked. It's a slow cooked pork to that level that once you put the slice in your mouth, it just literally just melts in your mouth. That's how it is. So yeah, so these ones my two favorite dishes, and also there's some vegetables. So this one's the kailan stuff, which is, I like it very much, and there's somewhere of that vegetable, that the lotus root, that I also like it very much. So yeah, people start gathering around. This is my Instagram picture. Okay, Instagram. Alright, so now we have finished that dinner. Actually, I did try to stream from this on this evening in here, but the internet connection is so bad in China, so bad. Like, they have 2 megabits internet speed, literally 2 megabits, and that's not during the peak time. Peak time is probably maybe 512 kbps, or like 1 megabit at most. Download speeds, not even upload speeds. And imagine that you still need to use the VPN to reroute, to bypass this Chinese Great Firewall thing, because you know there's no Facebook, no Instagram, no Twitter, no YouTube, no Google, everything is blocked. Everything, anything to do with Western media, everything is blocked completely. So you have to do that. You have to reroute yourself through Japan, through US, through Hong Kong. That's the only way. So yeah, no chance to stream. It was not very good, but that's what it is. Okay, so this is the following day. We went to, because it's a Chinese New Year, and the Chinese New Year, what they do, every day you travel from one relative house to another relative house, and have celebration of the Chinese New Year in there. So then we go to the different relative house, and that's where again kids were playing some, what's it called, Jenga. There you go, they were playing Jenga Chinese way, so a bit different. So they don't stack on top of the, taking out the those blocks. They actually keep it with themselves, and also they use color coded, because they use the dice to decide which color they have to pull it out. That's what the kind of rules they were playing. So yeah, as you can see, they're throwing the dice. Okay, so this is the dinner table is being prepared. Not yet fully prepared. It was still halfway. Lots of different dishes. Yep. Everybody's busy. Okay, so that's, again, so this is, I didn't take pictures anymore after this day. Then we obviously the entire day passed, and I didn't take any more pictures. Then we going to another relative's house the following day again, and a new place, new table, and again lots of different food. Again, this is my Instagram pictures. You can guys check them out later again. Okay, and this is now another day where we coming to the shopping center, similar to the similar to Westfield, sort of like a kind of fancy thing. And there was by the entrance this kind of like a welcome to 2018, happy 2018, whatever, in Chinese. So my daughter could not resist. She had to take a picture with it. Okay, this after spending some time in that shopping center, we meet with her friends. I think that was the last day of our trip, where we went to KTV. KTV means karaoke bar. So you just rent a room, and all friends together gather and have fun. You know, drinks, lots of songs, lots of dancing, and so on, privately. So that's what we've been preparing to do. These are her friends, her classmates, and so on. So yeah, having fun. Taking some pictures of each other, of taking pictures, and yeah, so that was just the beginning. There was a lot more snacks later on. So yeah, still warming up, having fun. People choose music, some people chat there, some people chat here. Later on play some games and so on. So lots of fun. So I just only got my pictures. I didn't take from my wife pictures. I should have taken some pictures from my wife phone as well. So to see, you can guys see me singing there. Oh boy, you better not see that, because I'm a disaster. Right, okay, some more. And here we are, back in Shanghai, with all the family stuff going back. Lots of luggages, 5 people, 5 big luggages, 5 small luggages. That's what it is. Alright, tired, jet lagged, and going back now. Oh, this is rubbish. This one's not good. Okay, we are in the airport, waiting for our plane. Got some souvenirs for my friends from the airport. Okay, too many pictures of this. Was it? No, I think it's crashed. Oh yeah, and this one we are back to UK already. Daughter's sitting in a taxi, going back home. So there we have it. Entire trip to China. Okay, so few things that I have not showed yet. It's some of the videos from the trip, because the few things that I wanted to share, I actually had to film it. But because I have live pictures, I didn't get the chance to find it yet. Because for each picture I have a short video snapshot, but what I want to show is only 1 or 2. That was where is it? Okay, it's not here. Let me check in here. Right. Okay. Should be here somewhere. And we have... No, not this one. Where is it? Okay, so when we went to one of the relatives' place, the one girl, she really knows how to bang the drums, like really good. And she has a full drum set. only like 10 years old. And there you go. So she's been doing a lot. I filmed the entire of her song. It's like 4.5 minutes long. I don't want to do it before. But she really rocked. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you guys is the one that is how is it like to drive in China. And boy, that's the separate topic to talk, and I wanted to keep it to the end. So here it is. This is we are driving with the car in China. And pay attention, if you guys know the rules, pay attention the way the other people driving, and even the actual driver in this car drives. So first few things I'm gonna just comment it. It's in China, people on the zebra crossing supposed to have a priority like everywhere else, but it doesn't, right? So the people have to let cars pass first before they can cross the road. And if you block the road on the zebra crossing while you're crossing the road as a pedestrian, the cars will honk you to move out of the way. Can you imagine that? That is ridiculous. It's plain stupid, but that's what that's how they drive. Yeah, so you'll see a few other things that's happening in there. So like this car, you see, like look, you just pull over in front of this car without even looking. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so let's just carry on. There's a few places there will be. Look, you see, look, the person standing here by the zebra crossing and letting people, cars passing through, not the cars letting people cross the road. It's completely opposite. So it's a bit crazy stuff in there, really crazy. Driving there is just like such a stressful thing, because cars can pull out in front of you at any moment without any warning. Look, the car, people passing a zebra crossing, and you just pass through, just like that. Can you guys imagine? So we gotta go. We're passing through. Right. Just a little forward. In theory, they're supposed to let people pass through, but they didn't get. Okay, so you see guys like how they not sticking to the lanes themselves. Like people are just driving anywhere they want. So I'm just waiting for it to go a little bit further. As you can actually see, there's a car in front there, just drive literally in the middle of these two lanes. Like it doesn't give up about it. So few things. Right, so this one is not nothing yet, but there will be a few things that I want to show you again a bit later. Just waiting for it to come up. So this so far so good. Nothing too exciting. There you go. This is the car. Look, he just pulled off from that lane and right in front of the car. Just drove off like this. Just like yeah, it doesn't exist there. I don't give a fuck who you are or why you are, where you are. I need to drive there and flower off. Obviously some people crossing the road where not supposed to, but that's a common thing even here in Western world, so it's nothing too exciting in there. So like this driver right now that we went to, he just decided to I think check his phone, and look at how he stopped. He just literally stopped at the junction, blocking the road for any people behind, and then decided then to turn after he's finishing checking his phone. That's China. That's how you drive in China. And you drive any speed you want in there. So if you feel that you need to check your phone, then you need to drive slower because you're checking your phone. You just drive slower, which is like 20 kilometers an hour speed. Like you don't give a fuck about others. So we're just arriving this one to the relative place, and that's what it happens. So we're just going to the apartment area. All places are gated. So I can't remember now. Was there anything more interesting that happens in here? I think it doesn't. Yeah, I think it doesn't. It's just that we going through the apartment building car parks. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay, so the next one. The next one we were driving at night, and again, I'm gonna share it with you. So this was the I think it was after our was it? No, it wasn't after our KTV. I'm wondering if this is after KTV or there was the other night. No, I think it was the other night. Yeah, there was the other night. This was because after the KTV we went back to with the taxi, not with the with this car. So again, we can just look into the driving habits in China. Okay, so far so good. That bike doesn't need lights anymore. A lot of bicycles, they don't even use the lights in there. Some even cars that don't even turn on the lights at all. I don't know if they have forgot or they just decided they don't need it because there's enough light for them. I really don't know. Okay, so he just the driver just turned right and straight away went to the second lane. Okay, so this guy in the Q7 is just driving in the middle of two lanes, blocking it. The other thing is about this police thing in there. They did drive there whatever they like it, and they every time the police drives anywhere, they just turns their those flashlights blue and red for no reason. They just drive and would turn on the blue lights and just cruising, chilling, and so on without any rush. And the other thing is that I'm not sure if I filmed it, but some of the police cars in this town had tinted side windows, tinted driver side windows, so dark you can't see anything inside. But not all, just some, as if policemen who drive those cars decided to pimp their own work car and just do this themselves. Like crazy. It's really crazy the way they do this. So, okay, I'm wondering if he's gonna come to that point where again something funny happens on the road. Since I filmed it, I haven't looked at this video, so I can't really tell. Okay, so this one is the lanes merges in from 3 to from 4 to 3. Okay, so we just again it merges the lanes. Okay, we are approaching the police checkpoint, I think. Or did we? Should be a police checkpoint in here where they check people if they... Yeah, we're approaching the police checkpoint where they check the if you drive under influence of the alcohol. So they're chilling. You see, they're driving their cars, the police cars, with the blue lights on, with no reason. Just chilling. Just chilling. They're not in a hurry. There's nothing happening here. They're just simply patrolling. And simply patrolling with the lights on, because they just want to tell everybody that here we are. So there we go. I think this is the car that has tinted windows. This police car has the tinted windows. Did I film it? No, I didn't. I just looked on the side. myself in a shock and I didn't film it. Now I'm regretting it. Okay, so the lane merges in again. Everybody just goes whatever they want. No need to show indicators. Somebody occasionally show indicators like that, just for the sake of showing, because they didn't have nothing else to do. So there you go. So anything else gonna happen here? Should happen something. Just waiting for it to happen. Sorry guys, I'm still jet lagged. It's just only second day since I came back, so I still feel jet lagged. I think nothing is gonna happen anymore. Let me just... People catching taxis in the middle of the road. Okay, yeah, that's the police checkpoint where they check the alcohol. So I did film it. How they checking it is not same as as in Western world, because in here they just simply blow into the stick. So you see that stick? So at the very top of that stick, they're asking you to blow, but not like putting in your mouth or whatever, but literally just simply blow into the tip of the stick. That's it. Nothing else. Which is kind of weird, because that means that stick can pick up smell of alcohol, even not from the driver, but even from the passenger. Because if the car smells of alcohol, it will trigger, even though if the driver is not drunk. So it introduces a lot of false positives that way, in my opinion. Okay, do we get any other interesting stuff to discuss about this ride? Okay, yeah. So there you go. So this is another thing. We are driving here, and our driver decided that he wants to go on this side lane, right side lane, without even looking in the mirror, without even showing indicator, and there was the car there. Like, he was just pulling over and only stopped turning to that lane. Well, that taxi driver actually honked at him and say like, "Hey, I'm here." Just like that. So it really feels like everybody in China got their driving license off the shelf. Like, that's how it feels, because nobody in there knows how to drive. They either drive too slow or too fast, not showing indicators, not being considerate, don't even look at the mirrors, don't know what's happening behind, don't know what's happening in front, don't know what's happening on the sides. Nothing. They don't care about the pedestrians, they don't care about other users of the road. Nothing, absolutely. They just see themselves. Look, they see pedestrian, stop to cross the zebra crossing, and what the car did not pass. Did not let it pass. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. So there you have it, guys. That was my trip and my experience from this 2018 Chinese New Year trip to China. So, thanks very much for watching. and I will be back to my games from tomorrow. So if you guys missed it part of this stream, please do check it out later on. I will uploading into the YouTube, so you can guys have you can see this entire trip description in YouTube as well. Right? So thanks a lot for watching, and have a good day. Bye. That's how I do streaming.